Alright, so in this video I'm going to talk about gender. So I guess what's my problem with gender? So gender as an idea hurts everybody. It hurts young boys and girls, and it's just another box that we have to fit into. But we don't have to. Let's just stop. We don't have to incorporate this into our lives. It doesn't have to be an axis on which we operate at all. That's why it's the dumbest thing ever when people, usually on the right, are well, if there's more than two genders, how many genders are there? Usually the point that people are trying to make when they're gender non-conforming is that gender is stupid, that gender doesn't mean anything, that we don't have to make decisions in our lives based on gender, So it's not that at least for me, I'll talk from my own experience, being gender non-conforming, that doesn't mean I'm somewhere in between a boy or a girl. It means I'm I want to be off the axes, if that makes sense. I don't think that gender is useful to our society, if that makes sense. And so, and what is gender? We're defining and limiting ourselves to conform to these random and arbitrary rules that society just sets. For what? Why? What is the purpose of this? Why do we do this? Who said that boys have short hair and girls have long hair? Why is that just an expected norm? That doesn't make sense. And that's sort of the basis for the differentiation, in, at least as to my understanding, between sex and gender. Because, yes, you can be biologically male and you can be biologically female, but the point is, why does that matter? It's pointless to have a society based on that. And so pretty much everyone realizes this. No one would vote for gender if we just put gender norms on a ballot, said, okay, girls can only have long hair and boys can only have short hair. No one would vote for that. No one agrees with that, really. Who are the people who agree with that? It's the people who are on top of the hierarchy that gender creates. It is people who subjugate women who create the idea of gender, because they're the people who push it along. Most people don't want strong gender roles. They just don't. They want to be able to just live their own life and be who they are. They don't want society telling them what to do. Most people. But that's what gender does. It tells you what to do. It tells you how to dress, how to look, how to act. And it's stupid. It's stupid. It's random. It's arbitrary. It's pointless. It only brings about harm. It only is used as a tool to control people. And that's what people miss. A lot of people miss the point. People on the left and the right, they miss that, gender is used as a tool to control people. Gender is an inherently sexist idea. What do I mean by that? Gender is fundamentally hierarchical. It relies on the subjugation of those at the bottom to maintain itself. You can't have a concept of gender without sexism. It's baked into the premise of what gender is. And you can't have a society based around gender, and especially gender roles, and not expect for there to be sexism, because it's built into the system.